What's up YouTube? It's Tito. I am back. As you can see from the last video, my hair is now this red color. I was not going for this color, but we're going with it for right now. I am also in a different state at the moment. I am back to traveling a little bit. I got laid off from my job recently. Well, about a month ago, I guess. And, just taking it as the opportunity to get back to some things and also pour more into my projects that I'm working on so that I can bring them to you faster than what I had planned. And so I am working on that right now. Hopefully soon I'll be able to present that to you and it'll be able to help a lot of people. Until then, I am still recording these videos, as you can see, and so I am working on staying on my schedule while traveling. And that's been a bit difficult because just being around like family and friends and things like that, I want to participate and be active in those relationships, but also finding the time and making the time to record these videos and be consistent. So that means I need to cut some of my time editing out. I've also been told different things from different people, like they want them no edits, some want the edits, different types of videos. So the ones where I sit down and I give you actionable steps and information. And then there's also these. That's a little bit more casual, and I take you along with me. And then also my vlogs, which I haven't really been putting out because I need to edit those, which takes more time. And again, for me to be consistent, putting out 2 videos a week, it wasn't feasible. But now I'm making time. I have the time to do that. So I'm making that. I really want to walk down there, but I also don't want to slip right now. And I don't have the right shoes on to be doing that. So I am out here on the East Coast. You can see the leaves have turned and they have fallen. And we are in a new season. And we're about to enter into winter. But what I wanted to talk about is when we want to make change, but we find it hard. We find it difficult to make that change. And what is that thing that is blocking us? Because here on my channel, in the Alchemy Mentor Lab on YouTube, I like to assist and equip you with the tools and the information to get past these blocks, get past these walls, these things that are holding us back from achieving the goals, from becoming the person we want to become, experiencing life to the level and the extent that we want to experience life. And today it is about breaking past the wall of making change and sustainable change at that. And what is it that is blocking us? It is not starting over. A lot of times we feel like we're fearing starting over, but it's not the actual act of starting over. It is the fear of failure. It's the fear of failure. And I was just journaling the other day, and it came down to shame. Shame is not being enough. And also loss. Loss is not having enough. And those two things can really put you or paralyze you on making decisions. So sometimes when you feel stuck, when you feel like nothing's changing for you, it is. You just can't see it physically yet. You want to continue on. It is not failure. Okay? You should not be fearing the failure. Because again, that's from lack. That's feeling like you're going to lose something if you do it. The thing is, you have to build more trust in the fact that no matter what happens, you'll be able to recover from it. You've learned, and so we can make newer decisions and better decisions. That's like trying to ride your bike for the first time. When you first got on there, of course you fall. You've fallen, scraped your knee, and all these other things. You had to learn to have that balance and everything. And then over time of doing that over and over again, you figured out your balance. You figured out how to pedal forward. But if you've given up off the first try and said it wasn't for you, then you would never know and you wouldn't learn. Each time you learn more and more. And then it becomes a muscle memory. So it's like you're not even trying after a certain point. But I just want to make this video to say that if you want change, don't give up on yourself. It's whatever is blocking right now. It really comes down to lack of fear of failure or of loss, which creates procrastination. And if you just continue on, it's the compounding effect. It's the 1%. And over a year, that 1% comes to 37 times. 37 times. every year is a lot more than doing nothing and not getting ahead at all. So it's just interesting when we stop. We really block ourselves. It's only us blocking ourselves. But it's just about doing the 1%, something small, a small action. So if you got anything from this video, it's for you to take some small action, to not give up. It's about the consistency. Once you create momentum, no matter how small, you're creating momentum. Once you create momentum, you're now moving. It's now an action. Now it's a law of the universe that it will continue to move. We need to work on our self-talk and our beliefs. That's the story we tell ourselves. Again, that's our perspective, which is your perspective is that you cannot change and it is hard and that you're starting over. But that's not the true story. The true story is that you've learned. You're not starting over. You're just continuing from what you've learned. You just need to look at what you've learned and then approach it differently. Start to research and figure out how you can do things differently after what you've learned. You've learned what you like and don't like and what works for you and doesn't work for you. Thank you all for joining me on this video. Go ahead and like this for me, subscribe, share this with someone who may feel like they are stuck right now in life and they're wanting to make change and they just need a little bit of extra motivation or a perspective change. It is not failure. It is not starting over. Okay, you feel like you are lacking and that you are not the person for the job. But the thing is, you are. You just continue on. You have to put some action behind it, one small thing a day, one tiny thing a day. For me, to do these videos was to just find a park and get there and show up and record. Because this isn't the way that I have been recording. I've been sitting down. I have a script. I'm giving you some actionable steps. Today, I just showed up. I knew the topic. And then I'm here and I'm just talking. So hopefully you gained something from this video. I'm going to be doing these videos like this for right now while I continue to be consistent and continue to gain my momentum and work on my schedule as I travel and figure out the best way for me to do these videos while I'm on the move, on the go, and what you all want, which ones that you want more of, the sit down, actionable steps, or something like this where I just talk, one shot, one take type of a thing, or a mix of it all. You're gonna get a mix of it all right now, either way. But yeah, all right, y'all, take care. Remember to breathe, smile, laugh, dance, do something that will bring you joy. Get outside in nature before it gets way too cold, and hopefully you will continue to shine on. And I will see you in the next video, so go ahead and subscribe. All right, y'all, take care.